Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon. We got 12 exciting races. Our track announcer, Pete Aiello, will give you those track and weather conditions.
It's a hot summer day in South Florida with 12 races on the program, and temperatures reach the 90s here this afternoon. Track is fast, the turf is firm, and the first of the day is over the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers of the veteran variety, they're in for $10,000. A field of 10 signed on. First race was a wide open betting race.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the center for all the marbles begins well. Up on the outside, that's Kinghood, who moves to challenge. Away racing in third is a cluster of horses comprised of the favorite Giant's Voice. Down on the rail, Island Therapy, widest of all fan base. Abbott's in that cluster and marching a bit closer. Taking back off that march was Martini Kid. Saving ground is the veteran Bingo Kitten. Racing to the outside of him is Big Money Machine. And Starship Zorro is last of all, as For All the Marbles has the lead. For All the Marbles into the backstretch in front by a length and a quarter. Abbott cuts the margin now to 3 parts of a length. Giant's Voice is now third. Back to fourth is Kinghood. 3 lengths back to Fan Base, who follows along fifth. Big Money Machine 3 wide while sixth. Seventh at the rail is Martini Kid. Racing in eighth is Island Therapy. Bingo Kitten is ninth, and 10th and last is Starship Zorro. They whistled a quarter in 22 and 4, and we're inside half a mile from home. With the lead, it's still For All the Marbles, and Oscar Ujoa putting up the numbers with a 2-length lead. Abbott is second, Giant's Voice is third. Big Money Machine tries to rally fourth under Jonathan Gonzalez, 2 better than a retreating Kinghood. Passed by Martini Kid and Fan Base. Bingo Kitten getting underway. Outside an Island Therapy, still trailing Starship Zorro as they run to the top of the stretch. We have a new leader, Big Money Machine, and Jonathan Gonzalez on a long sustained rush to the front. Martini Kid is loose, so is Bingo Kitten, and the veteran campaigner begins to get in high gear with an eighth of a mile to go. Big Money Machine now flattening out a touch. Here comes Martini Kid, and here comes Bingo Kitten on the outside. Bingo Kitten let go by Raylu Gutierrez, and Bingo Kitten gets up to win it. Martini Kid was second, Big Money Machine third, then For All the Marbles and Kinghood.
Number 1, Bingo Kitten gets back on the turf and drops to a career low. Those two things combined registered a victory for the son of Kitten's Joy under jockey Raylu Gutierrez, for trainer Armando De La Cerda, and owners De La Cerda Racing and Crystal Racing Enterprises. Second, number 7, Martini Kid. Third was the 9, Big Money Machine. To the second race in the start of the yearly Pick 4, 6 furlongs the journey. Maiden claimers in for $35,000. A field of 10 signed on. This was another wide open betting race.
And they're off. Good start outside for Quick Lucky Coco, who's heading off for the early lead. Bristol's Brook has speed. Memorize and Paolo away in the top flight. Is That Magic moves between horses. Ashley Nicole is next, followed by So Fresh and First Off. Widest of all is Cocktails or Candy, and no debut speed from Lion Diva, as they're really tightly knit here as they go to the half-mile point. Bristol's Brook now takes the lead. On the far outside, First Off moves to be second. Ashley Nicole is now third. At the inside, Quick Lucky Coco. Clearly fifth is That Magic, and neck in front of Memorize. 3 better than Paula. Then comes So Fresh and Cocktails or Candy as they round the far turn. 5/16 to go. With the lead, Bristol's Brook by a neck. First Off on the outside is now second. Ashley Nicole set down for the drive by Donice third. Back to fourth, Quick Lucky Coco. Trying to get motivated is That Magic with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Bristol's Brook has shrugged off the challenge from First Off and moves away. Bristol's Brook now leads by 2.5. First Off is trying to hold on to second. Then Ashley Nicole late run outside from Is That Magic. She has a shot for third, but nobody gets to Bristol's Brook. Bristol's Brook and jockey Tyler Gaffleone win it by 4 in the end. First Off second, Ashley Nicole third, Is That Magic fourth in 1:11 and 2.
Number 9, Bristol's Brook had to survive some challenges in today's second race, but she was up to the challenge as the daughter of Speightstown kicks it in inside the final eighth of a mile to register the maiden score under Tyler Gaffleone for owner Stephen Fryfertig and trainer Safi Joseph Jr. Second 6, First Off. Third was number 5, Ashley Nicole. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the Saturday card rolls on. Don't go away.
Welcome to my playground.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon, 1 mile over the turf. Maiden Claimers in for $20,000. Scratch the 13, Ashley's Rose, a field of 12. Off-time favorites included 2, Morris Forever, and 3, Rate of Return.
They're at the post, and they're off. From the center, Top Dollar Nana begins the best toward the rail. Awesome Class has speed. Morris Forever is out of there in the top flight. Rate of Return works between horses. And on the stretch out, Permitted's trying to get over as they run into the first turn. Jockey Romero Mirage puts the Stronach Stables Awesome Class on the engine. Tackled now by Top Dollar Nana, who moves to challenge. Racing in third is Rate of Return on the outside and Permitted. Then Morris Forever toward the rail. They're followed by Princess Cielo. On her outside goes Nello Margarita. Then it's a length and a half back to Sunfest, who's mid-flight, racing about 7 lengths off the lead, 2 in front of 3 Questions. Then to the outside and War Beauty as they roll down the backstretch. 23 and 3 for the opening quarter speed at 50-1. Top Dollar Nana calls the shots with a 2-length lead. That's Rate of Return being taken out of the race. 3, Rate of Return has been taken out of the race. As they head to the half-mile point, Top Dollar Nana has the lead, a length and a half. Awesome Class is second. Morris Forever is third. Permitted is fourth. Following fifth and inside is Sunfest. 3 wide, Princess Cielo. From between horses, 3 Questions. 2 back to War Beauty, then Nello Margarita, Donny Bug, and here's your Llama Mama trying to play catch-up from the back as they round the far turn. Back for more. Awesome Class has something in the tank here and strides away to a length and a half lead. Top Dollar Nana is second. On the outside, and Morris Forever comes alive, swinging into action. 4 wide is Sunfest, and they're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 1:11 and 2, and now here's Morris Forever to take on Awesome Class. Morris Forever up for a short lead. Awesome Class battles back toward the inside. Sunfest is third. Morris Forever and Awesome Class. Morris Forever for the money. Morris Forever wins. Awesome Class second. Sunfest third. Then War Beauty and 3 Questions.
Number 2, Morris Forever, had been knocking on the door for the last couple of months. Today, somebody answers the door as she gets the job done under aggressive handling from Jonathan Gonzalez from Grupo 7C Racing Stable, and Gustavo Delgado, the daughter of Warfront, scores in the third. Second, number 1, Awesome Class. She's improving nicely and is one to watch ahead of number 10, Sunfest, who ran third. We move to the fourth race, maidens of the 2-year-old filly variety. They were Florida breds, in fact. Race for a $50,000 special weight purse. A field of 8 signed on. Favorites included 5, Samoa, and 7, Jerry's Big Win.
And they're off. Toward the inside, Charlotte the Brit fires to the top. Samoa has speed. Up on the outside, Crumb Bun is away in the top flight. Racing in fourth is Jerry's Big Win. Moving at the rail fifth, Newfound Treasure, a length and a half better than Awesome Friday. The 2 at the back, Quick and Wild Coco and Meyer Crown. They leave the backstretch and move around the far turn. And up front, it's Charlotte the Brit and Nick Juarez in front with inside position, 3 parts of a length. Crumb Bun on the outside is second. Samoa's back to third. Here's a move from Jerry's Big Win, and Gaffleone 3 wide and on the attack. These 4 have gone well ahead of the others, led by Awesome Friday and Newfound Treasure with a 1/4 mile left to go. Up top, Charlotte the Brit has the lead. Samoa ducks to the inside. Crumb Bun still there at a big price. Over the top and Jerry's Big Win, 1/8 of a mile to go. Sanchez starts to get a response from Samoa, who's closing up the inside to take the lead. Charlotte the Brit is game and trying to be second, but Samoa's kicking clear. It's Samoa in front. Samoa won by 3 in the end. Charlotte the Brit second, Crumb Bun third, and Awesome Friday finished fourth.
If you watched number 5 Samoa race the last time out, you would have known she would have appreciated a little bit more ground. She got a little more ground today. She appreciated it. She kicked on for the score under jockey Jeffrey Sanchez, trainer Stanley Gold, and the Arundel Farm. Arundel Farm also bred the daughter of Brethren right here in Florida. We move to the 5th race of the afternoon. It was the feature race of the day, the Ginger Punch on the turf at a mile and a 16th for $100,000 in guaranteed purse money. A rider change on 5 Unbridled Courage, scratched the 8 and 9, 7 to the gate. The favorite was the 2, Madame Uno.
Racing in the Ginger Punch. The big favorite, Madame Uno, begins quite well and moves for the early lead. Up on the outside, Magali has some speed in between horses. Princess Victoria, with Unbridled Courage, taken in hand by Nick Juarez to race 4th early. It's a gap of 3 to the inside, and Bidacora racing ahead of Admiral's Win, and Warranty is allowed to settle at the back of the field as they round the first turn. It's Madame Uno, who's now a bit keen and overhauled by Magali. She doesn't appear to be happy about it either, as Magali will now cross and clear and lead the way a length and a 1/4. Madame Uno moves right back back to her flank and now races in second, and she settled second. Back to third and Unbridled Courage, then down inside fourth goes Princess Victoria. It's 2.5 to Admiral's Win, racing ahead of inside running Bitacora. Warranty continues last of all behind an opening quarter that went in just 24 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. Magali has the lead. Madame Uno is racing in second. She's only a neck off the leader behind a 49-second half mile. Unbridled Courage is third. Princess Victoria at the rail fourth. Back to fifth, Admiral's Win. Then comes Bitacora, and the trailer is Warranty. They leave the backstretch and move around the far turn. There's 3 furlongs left to go. Madame Uno given a bit more rein by Edgard Zayas, and she takes the lead willingly. Magali is back to second. Here's the veteran, Unbridled Courage, up on the outside for Juarez and up into second. From the back, trying to run home now is Bitacora. She's traveling pretty well as the leader has to do more. Madame Uno off the turn, tackled by Unbridled Courage, and Bitacora on the outside. 3 chances with 1/8 of a mile to go. Admiral's Win chiming into it as well. Here comes Bitacora at Unbridled Courage, who hit the lead. Unbridled Courage overhauled by Bitacora, who presses past, and Bitacora wins going away. Unbridled Courage a game second. Madame Uno third. Close fourth, Warranty. Might have got up over Admiral's Win and 142 flat.
Number 2, Madame Uno, was kind of on and off the bridle throughout today's 5th race. It certainly cost her as number 3, Bitacora, runs down the pace setters to get the stake score under Tyler Gaffleone, trainer Peter Walder, and owners Walder Racing, Paradise Farms, and Marshall Mack. Take nothing away from the 5, Unbridled Courage. She ran huge at a distance she's not used to traveling, ahead of number 2, Madame Uno, who ran third. Time to turn our attention to race number 6, the start of another pick 3, 6.5 furlongs to the journey. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 1, Nephew Howard D. Rider change on 7, Bocati to Jonathan Gonzalez. Off-time favorite was number 10, Tea and Cricket.
And they're off. Good start outside for Tea and Cricket. Going with him early is Wild Mongolia. Driving up from between horses is Cantaclaro. Moving out the rail, Dash of Dazzle. Away in 5th, that's Polygram with Bocati outside of him. 2 back to Amase. He's third last. Second last, Moonlight Bandit. And the back marker is Lunch Break. They make their way down the backstretch, and the favorite is loose. Tea and Cricket throttles open to a 3-length lead. Up on the outside, that's Cantaclaro. Second, Dash of Dazzle parked at the rail. Third. Back to 4th is Polygram. Outside 5th, Wild Mongolia. These top 4 or 5 have gone well ahead of the others, led inside by Moonlight Bandit, who passes Bocati, who's in retreat as they round the far turn. Less than 3/8 of a mile to go. Tea and Cricket and jockey Carlos Olivero trying to throw the knockout punch. They lead by 2.5. Up into second is Cantaclaro. Dash of Dazzle still in shouting range, driven third at the fence. Back to 4th and outside is Polygram, then Wild Mongolia. Through a 45 2/2 mile, they're at the top of the stretch. Tea and Cricket wheels off the turn, still well clear. Dash of Dazzle in fully stretch mode, trying to gain ground second. Up on the outside, Polygram with Wild Mongolia. But to the wire, it's Tea and Cricket. He's in front, he's never been threatened, and he's a gate-to-wire winner. Tea and Cricket and Carlos Olivero score and score easy. Second is Dash of Dazzle, third is Polygram, and 4th is Wild Mongolia.
Trainer Oscar Gonzalez is hitting on all cylinders over the last 60 days, and he proves it yet again as number 10, Tea and Cricket, hammered off the claim and goes right to the winner's circle in gate-to-wire fashion under Carlos Olivero for OMG Stables and Oscar Gonzalez. 3, Dash of Dazzle on the major class drop, had to settle for second, ahead of number 6, Polygram, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the Rainbow Six sequence. More than $750,000 up for grabs right after this.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Gulfstream blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Gulfstream kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 7 on the card, the start of today's Rainbow Six. We had over $750,000 in the pool today. The first of the sequence was on the turf at a mile and a 16th. Maiden claimers in for $12,500. The off-time favorite, number 1, No Nino.
And they're off. Slowly away was Cruisin' for Rum. Quickly away was No Nino, Steel Beach, and Assertion. They're the first 3 out. Count Archibald is away closer today and drops over to the inside. Out wide on the course is Kyle's Boy. He's now 3 wide. Sent very wide through that first turn was Unbridled Coyote as they chase the speed of Steel Beach. Steel Beach and Jose Alvarez have the lead. No Nino taking in hand. Second. Assertion is third. On the outside, Kyle's Boy is fourth at the fence, and Count Archibald out 3 wide is King the Fright. Then it's a length and a half back to Russian Wine ahead of Unbridled Coyote and Leave It to Key. On the outside of him and at the back is Journey to Heaven. Opening quarter mile, 24 seconds flat down the backstretch they go. At 30-1, Steel Beach has the lead. No Nino is the nearest pursuer, second. Assertion is third. Up on the outside, that's King the Fright, a joint fourth, alongside Count Archibald, who's toward the rail. It's a gap of another 4 to Kyle's Boy. Then outside goes Unbridled Coyote, passing Russian Wine. Second last, Leave It to Key, and still trailing is Journey to Heaven. Farther back to Cruisin' for Rum, who blew the break. 48-1 for the opening half mile. Around the far turn they go. With the lead, it's still Steel Beach by a neck. No Nino is there. Second. On the outside, Assertion is third. Given more rain, fourth is Count Archibald, trying to make ground from about 4 lengths off the lead. Then comes Kyle's Boy and Unbridled Coyote with Russian Wine running on as they're at the top of the stretch. Still many chances here, but Steel Beach turns for home with the lead. Toward the inside, Count Archibald over the top, Assertion from between horses. No Nino, 1/8 of a mile to go, and Steel Beach, he's 30-1 and he's still there. Steel Beach by 2. Count Archibald toward the inside is second. Down the outside, Russian Wine for a slice. It's Steel Beach in front. Late run from Count Archibald. Steel Beach. Steel Beach gets the money. Count Archibald was second, and Russian Wine, after losing the rider before the start at 99-1, completes the try in 143-1.
Number 1, No Nino, went favored and lost yet again here this afternoon. The horse who did the beating was a big long shot, number 9, Steel Beach. He was actually the 4th choice on the morning line, but was left alone by the public, and he went gate to wire under Jose Alvarez for Gary Jackson and Hart Breeders. 4, Count Archibald improves to be second, ahead of the 8, Russian Wine. What a race he ran. He got loose before the start of today's 7th race, caused a major delay, still ran home for third at 99-1. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon, the start of today's late pick 5 furlongs over the main track. These are 2-year-old maidens of the male variety. A field of 9 signed on. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Cajun Embers from the center fires right to the top. Up on the outside, Elusive Row moves to be second. In between horses, Friendly Fellas away in the top flight. Joe DiBaggio now moves on the far outside. Splitting horses, Florida two-step, working 3 better than Quest Approval. Then down inside is Bradshaw. Second last, Golden Line of. No speed from Dakota's Dude as they make their way to their far turn run. Up on the outside, here's Florida two-step and Jonathan Gonzalez to take the lead. Into the clear, Friendly Fella has a shot under Zayas. Back to third is Elusive Row. Cajun Embers and Joe DiBaggio will have to do much better than that. 4 lengths better than Quest Approval with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Up front, the leaders converge. On the far outside, it's Friendly Fella who sweeps up to take the lead. Cajun Embers with renewed energy on the outside, and he's let loose now. And Cajun Embers has now come on to take the lead. Back to second is Friendly Fella. Back to third is Elusive Row. Then Joe DiBaggio and Florida two-step to the wire. Cajun Embers in front, wins by 3 in the end. Florida Fella was second, Elusive Row third, then Joe DiBaggio and Bradshaw.
Number 4, Cajun Embers, appeared to have the light go on inside the final 3/16 of a mile. Jockey Miguel Vasquez put the son of Cajun Breeze into the clear, and he picked up the bit nicely to register the maiden score for Shady Brook Farm and trainer Mike Yates. Second, number 6, Friendly Fella, ahead of the 5, Elusive Row, who ran third. Time to go to the 9th race, and time to go to the turf at a mile and a 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch to 13 and 14. Favorites were 1, Sold That Storm, and 12, Leroy's Gem.
And they're off. From between horses, Chasing the Stars and Brant, the first 2 to break the line, but there goes Indian School up to challenge. Up on the outside is Bakelite, saving ground at the rail. Soldat's Storm as they charge to the first turn. It's Romero Mirage who puts Chasing the Stars on the engine, leads the way by 2. Indian School second, Soldat Storm is third, Bakelite fourth. Following 5th is Brant. He's much closer than usual. On his outside is Yonose. Then comes Roble Cayayano and Judas Sunset. Length back to the pair of Seba's Ranger and Il Biondo, who are 2 ahead of Leroy's Gem. And at the back of the field, the trailer is Sweets. They make their way into the backstretch after carving a quarter in 24 seconds even. And up the backstretch they go. Chasing the Stars racing well out in the center of the course with the lead by 3 over Indian School and Sold That Storm second and third. Bakelite follows along, races in 4th now. A gap of another 4 lengths to Yonose. Splitting horses, Roble Cayayano passing both Brant and Judas Sunset. Out wide is Seba's Ranger ahead of Il Biondo. And still last is Leroy's Gem as they speed to the far turn. They went 48 And 3 for that opening half-mile speed. Chasing the Stars still has the lead to the attack. Second, Indian School. Sold Out Storm is in the hunt from third. Back markers start to close ground. Here's Roble Cayano, and on the outside, Yonose. Both let loose for runs now, and they're 3 lengths off the lead of Chasing the Stars, who's still there. Chasing the Stars turns for home on top by a length and a quarter. Into the clear comes Yonose to try to get after him second. In between horses is Indian School. Sold Out Storm is on the inside, but at 11-1, Chasing the Stars still has the lead. Chasing the Stars in front, closing ground. Yonose in between horses. Indian School. Here comes Indian School and Yonose. Yonose, Indian School. Indian School. Indian School gets the money here over Yonose in 143-3.
Number 8, Indian School, wins a tight finish in today's 9th race, running down Chasing the Stars and holding off Yonose in the process under Leonel Reyes, trainer Antonio Sano, and owner Lermit Hernandez. It was 7, Yonose, who hung and ran second ahead of the 6, Chasing the Stars. He did all the heavy lifting, but failed at the 16th pole and had to settle for third. Next, we go to race 10, the start of the Elite Pick 3, an allowance race for Florida-bred fillies and mares. They race for a $40,000 purse with a field of 9. Favorites were 1, Awesome Mass, and 6, Shanghai Starlet.
And they're off. Blowing the start completely was First Distinction, 4 lengths last. Good start for 3 Sox, 1 from the outside. Awesome Mass being sent at the fence to go after the leader in second. Lil Be Quick is away in third with Fontanaza. Then comes Shanghai Starlet. Tayana's toward the rail. 3 back to Perspective Diva, racing ahead of Flora Fantasy. And after blowing the start, First Distinction is last of the 9 as they go past the half-mile point. With the advantage, it's Jeffrey Sanchez and Awesome Mass, a length and a quarter. 3 Sox, 1 is second. Fontanaza angles and tries to get into the clear. Up on the outside, Lil Be Quick. Then back to Shanghai Starlet. She's favored and starting to tack on a bit. A length better than Tayana. The rest will have to hurry up. Led by Flora Fantasy and Perspective Diva through a 22 flat opening quarter. They run to the top of the stretch. Sanchez peeks over his shoulder. Sees he needs to get to work on Awesome Mass as she has only a narrow lead. 3 wide, Shanghai Starlet from between horses. Lil Be Quick. Fontanaza is next and running home from the back, Tayana. There's now 1/8 of a mile to go. Awesome Mass, 2.5 length lead. Shanghai Starlet and Lil Be Quick can do nothing about it. It's a gate-to-wire winner. It's Arundel Farm and Stanley Gold who continue on a roll as Awesome Mass goes all the way under Jeffrey Sanchez to win by 4. Second was Lil Be Quick. Third was Shanghai Starlet, then Tayana.
Trainer Stanley Gold has been on fire over the last 30 or 45 days, and he proves it yet again as number 1, Awesome Mass, is ready to roll. She goes gate to wire after setting pretty stiff early fractions. Jeffrey Sanchez has the daughter of Brethren in front at the finish for the breeders and the owners, the Arundel Farm. Again, that team now has 2 wins today. Brethren, Arundel Farm as a breeder, Arundel Farm as an owner, Jeffrey Sanchez as a jockey, and Stanley Gold as the trainer. Congratulations there.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm. From the breeding shed to the racetrack. In pursuit of producing the best.
OBS June, the 2-year-old source. OBS 2-year-old sales grads win at the rate of 2 stakes a week. June sale graduate Stormy Liberal defeated the world's best in the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint. Another June sale grad, Seeking the Soul, captured the Grade 1 Clark Handicap. The OBS June sale is your final opportunity to acquire a promising 2-year-old with stakes potential. Undertack previews begin June 7th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Back now for race number 11 on the program. First half of the late daily double. A field of 12 take to the turf at about 7.5 furlongs as the alternates were withdrawn. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Disastrous at the start was Cali, California. She leapt in the air and was 5 lengths last. Great start for Indian Myth and Tender Value. They're heading off for the early lead, but Indian Myth crosses ahead of Tender Value in the charge to the first turn. Art Major's not far away. Up on the far outside, there goes Classic Act on a move. Classic Act is now engaging Indian Myth and Tender Value trying to settle third. Miss Lotus Flower comes away in fourth. Now moving up toward the inside, Extravagant Baby. She's now fifth. Out wide on the course is Diamond Love with Art Major. Then down at the rail goes She's a Great One. A length and a half better than the favorite Scottish Sky as they're starting to string out behind the top horses. California is third last. Second last is Charming Kid. And Aloha Street is 12th and last through the opening quarter in 23 and 4. It's Classic Act and Romero Mirage off the lead by 5. Indian Myth is second, Tender Value is third, Miss Lotus Flower is fourth. Following fifth is Extravagant Baby. She's in a good spot, starting to get going too. 3 wide and on the attack. Extravagant Baby gets first run at the leader. 3 back to She's a Great One. Scottish Sky's got traffic to negotiate. Keeping her bracketed in is Diamond Love. It's a gap of another 2 lengths back to California. And Charming Kid. Still at the back of the field is Aloha Street. And plummeting to last, the trailer now, is Art Major. To the top of the stretch they run. Classic Act has the lead. Extravagant Baby has cut her down now, and she's on the attack to take over. Back to third and coming on, Scottish Sky on the outside, and Miss Lotus Flower for a slice with less than an eighth of a mile to go. Extravagant Baby has the lead. Extravagant Baby and Miguel Vasquez begin to assert their authority. It's Extravagant Baby in front. It's going to be close for second between Classic Act and Miss Lotus Flower. Fourth was Scottish Sky in 1:30 and 1.
Tight finish to today's 11th race, but number 4, Extravagant Baby, got first run and the victory, giving Michael Yates and Miguel Vasquez their second winners here this afternoon. This one for owner and breeders Dennis Foster and Edward Pendry. Extravagant Baby scores at 5-2 to kick off the late daily double. 12th and final race now over the main track at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for $10,000. Scratch the 5 and 11, a field of 12. All the money on the heavy favorite number 1, Outrun, on the major class drop. And runners away. From the rail, Outrun begins right on the money, and he's going to try to outfleet this field already as he's in front by a length and a quarter over the far outside running Spirit Love, who's way out in the center. Spirit Love is far out as I've ever seen at this course as they run out of the 1 mile chute. It will be Spirit Love, who now starts to work inside, but he has Outrun moving up toward that inside. After the opening quarter went in 23 and 4. Now third is El Zeus. Racing from fourth, El Tar with Coffee Buzz. Then it's a gap of 2 to Rider of the Blue and Cape Marco Drive. El Commendatore is at the rail. 3 back to Home Power and Padre. Then from between horses, Little Rockefeller. And the trailer is Enduring Arch. They make their way to the half-mile point, and there's no secret on what's going on up front. Spirit Love going to go as fast as he can for as far as he can, and he whistled a half mile in 46 and 3, trying to throw the knockout blow on Outrun, who's going to have to do better. He's now been passed by long shot El Zeus, who's up into second. So an upset could be in the works here. Spirit Love is 4-1. Everybody else is pretty good number here as they run past the 5/16. It's Spirit Love who has the lead by 4 lengths. Second is El Zeus, well clear of the others, trying to run on from the back. El Commendatore. Out wide on the course is Cape Marco Drive from the back, and Enduring Arch as they reach for a top of the stretch after 3 quarters and 1:11 and 3. Spirit Love still finding, and Spirit Love and jockey Romero Ramsey Mirage really wrote a picture-perfect race. Spirit Love took it to the favorite early, and he's going to take it all the way in the Saturday finale. It's all about Spirit Love. He's an easy winner. He won by 6 in the end. El Zeus second, Cape Marco Drive third, Padre was fourth, and then El Commendatore. Number 1, Outrun, was outrun in today's 12th race, and outrunning him and pretty much sealing the deal for the favorite losing was number 14, Spirit Love. He took it to him from the start, and jockey Romero Mirage bottomed out the group, winning easily in the end for Aubrey Mirage and owners Aricio and Jacobson and Radon Inc. No winners in the high five, almost 6,000 carried over as we march forward to Father's Day. And in the Rainbow Six, more than 14,000 for 20 cents. Carryover going into tomorrow's card, just about $600,000.
And that wraps up Saturday's action. We'll be back here Sunday, Father's Day, with a 12-race card. First race post, 12:45 p.m. Bring your dads out here. Have a fun day. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.